What's up, my beautiful girls and wise men listening? Now, some women may think they want to have a hot girl summer, but there's so much that comes with that. Not everybody's ready to be a Laurie Harvey. Let's talk about it. What's up, my beautiful girls and wise men listening? I am always so happy to welcome you to Girl Talk with J. Marie. And yes, y'all, it's Girl Talk, but a wise man is listening. I just want to celebrate you all for celebrating me. Most of you are new here because it was my birthday. You follow my page and liked and subscribed in different places. So thank you so much. It has been an incredible journey here on Girl Talk, but more than anything, you have made it priceless. I love to hear any kind of input from y'all. So thank you, and hit subscribe if you are watching this for the first time, because I know you clicked the title. Because it's aggressive, and I know it's progressive, and I got bars like let's see. Okay, anyways, I went too far. Anyways, thank you again for joining today's episode. I'm crazy. So if this is your first time, I'm gonna talk about everything. I love the Lord. Don't get it confused. But I'm telling you, these kind of things happen and people need to talk about it. And girls, that's what we're talking about today. Wise men listening, you about to learn something because you're smart enough to listen to Girl Talk. So let's just go ahead and jump into the name of the topic, which is to thought or not to thought. That is the question. And I pose this question because I have a lot of friends who are entering a new phase in their lives where they are, wanting to step out and do a little quote unquote hot girl summer stuff. But in reality, hot girl summer means find some new people that they might be able to, be intimate with. That's how I say it. Intimate into them sheets is what it is. But everybody ain't ready for that. And some people, you'll know when you are. Let's go ahead and get straight into this thing because, you know what? Before we get straight into it, nope, we're going to get straight into it. I'll finish up like I would normally finish up. So to thought or not to thought, that is the question. And I use the term thought because it's funny. In reality, what I want to say is to Laurie Harvey or to not Laurie Harvey. Okay, no, that was funny too, but that ain't what I should say. No, for real, in reality, it's talking about, are you really down to just have like some straight up casual sex? That's pretty much what we're talking about here. Because if you're in a committed relationship, then you already know that you are truly committed to this person in your life, and you all are going to be sleeping together in the bed. That's what y'all doing. If not, then this ain't even for you anyway. But y'all only committed to one another, supposedly. Now, let's get into why, okay? As I said, there are so many people who I've been coaching through their moment of be a little more free, be a little more liberated, have a little more sex, just calling it what it is. Like, people are doing what they want right now because they may have gotten out of relationships. They may have never experienced other people and trying to see, like, who do you love? Who do you love? Okay, I'm doing too much. But it's their hot girl summer moment, so they think. And the reason I bring this up is because everybody is not ready to say, oh, I'm down to just come over here and smash and leave, or I'm down for you and I to just have this casual sex relationship and it not mean nothing to me. And I say that because more than one thing, some stuff that I've been wanting to talk about pertaining to Laurie Harvey, which obviously is a little bit old news, but it's still relevant because what I believe she had established, if you will, or even highlighted, I'm not going to say established because people have been doing that for a long time. Y'all just not getting up on game, is that she did what she wanted to, especially when she's in her early 20s. She dated, she did what she wanted. And a lot of times, in my opinion, it takes even more time than that to find out not only who you are, but what you like, what you don't like, especially physically. Sometimes you might think you're attracted to somebody and they may not know how to please you in the bedroom. I mean, it's not a scary topic to talk about sex. And I'm going to preface all of this sex talk with be safe, obviously, wrap it up, all of the above. That's the easiest part to say. But what's most importantly is you might need to wrap your heart up, because what happens when it comes to this thought world or this casual hot girl summer life is y'all don't really want it to be that. And my beautiful ladies, I'm talking to y'all first because I think it sounds good. And then perhaps you have this moment with the guy, and it might be somebody that you know personally, it might be somebody you met at the club, it might be somebody that you meet on a trip or whatever. And it sounds good to be like, oh, I'm about to just smash and move on, girl. Ooh, oh yeah, watch me get some good loving. How Stella got a groove back type loving. And then all of a sudden, you like, well, he ain't even called, and he didn't do this, and he ain't doing that, and who is this chick on his page? And you start asking too many questions. That's point number one. I don't want you to get in your feelings if you plan on being this hot girl, summer, winter, fall, spring. I don't care what season it is. If that's what you plan on doing, then you got to remember that's all it is. And this is coming from a woman who was raised with nothing but men. Nothing but men in my life. I'm an only girl. I had one girl cousin on my daddy's side and 3 on my mama's side. That was it. Nothing but uncles, all of the above. So I say this from strong experience, personal experience. And I, unfortunately, am not one to like get all in my feelings and like fall in love easy or like let sex lead me to feeling crazy or nothing. It don't make me feel that way. Like if I'm with somebody, it is what it is. And it really got to be mind-blowing for me to even think twice about you. But if it's mind-blowing, then at least I'll come back for part 2. And that's just what it is. I know this sounds very aggressive, but listen, this is who I am. I'm not ashamed of myself at all. And what I understand is my best time in life was not best time in life. That's the wrong word. The most comfortable that I've been is more recently in the last several years, where I knew who I was, where I didn't really care about nobody judging me. I obviously wasn't in my feelings with no man like that. So I have guys that I've obviously been in a relationship with over the last several years. And I tried to be committed to just them. I tried that. And sometimes, stuff just don't work out. But the truth is, when I wanted to be free, I was free. I didn't expect them to give me no serious commitment, and I didn't want them expecting it from me. I really didn't. And when it was a time to have that conversation with whomever it was, if they said no, if I said no, then it was no. And either we continued what we was doing or we didn't. Now, the situationships be popping up, y'all, and that's a whole nother story. But for right now, I want to stick to the point where when you think you're ready to get in this position of, oh, I'm just going to have some fun, is what we like to say. I'm about to just have some fun. And then y'all get stuck on the very first person you sleep with. As soon as you sleep with them, you be ready to fall in love all over again. You can't do that. If you're doing that, then you need to just stop everything altogether and restart. Find somebody who's ready to be in a committed relationship, because what we tend to do when we do stuff like that, and some men are doing this too, don't get it confused, ladies, but because it's Girl Talk with J. Marie, we're going to talk about our girls today. Some people want to sit here and act like they ready, but then you want to lock somebody down right after y'all have a session. Like, no. You breaking all the rules. All of them. So if you can't, as they say, take the heat, get out the kitchen. If you can't take that kind of passive, casual, oh, that was fun nights, then you absolutely got to get out the game. You absolutely have to get out the game, because all it's going to do, number one, is make you look crazy or get your feelings hurt. Or number 15, you just start trying to dog everybody else out, acting like it's a man's fault, when really most people make it clear that they weren't ready to get into a serious situation with you, and you still decided to pursue them. So you got to check the door at the beginning, especially if you're not sure where your heart lies, or if you're not even sure whether or not you're a person who can have some fun and a couple sessions and move on with it. If you're not sure about it, then you got to pump your brakes, bruh. Pump your brakes. I hate to say this, next point. I absolutely don't want to say this, but I gotta keep it real. Oh, God knows I don't want to say this, because back when I was young, I would never say these words. But I've learned from experience, personal, and all throughout my friend circle, men are different than women when it comes to casual sex. Gotta say it. They're not different from me, but they are different from the majority of women. I'm not saying all women. I'm saying the majority of them. Women are not built for it the same way a man is. I said it. Every woman is going to go ham on me right now, except for the ones who know what I'm saying. Because either you are the person that are saying, you know what, I can't do it. If I'm with him, he's mine. That's mine. I'm taking it with me. And then there's the women who are in lives like, you know, kind of like I am, where you're free and you be like, shoot, I don't care. It is what it is. I ain't about to be over here tripping off of the, you know. We are those, I'm just like that. I don't want to be this way. Somebody pray for me because I want to be able to feel something. But for right now, I haven't got there yet. I'm very, very comfortable with how things are. So I'm saying that to be like, you have to know which person you are, and it will save you in the long run. I'm not mad at you. It don't make you weak. Let me say that too. As a woman, that don't make you weak because you want to be committed to somebody in the bedroom. That don't make you weak. It just makes you vulnerable, and it makes you in a position where you can get your feelings hurt if you think you want to be a hot girl summer, fighting out there in the streets, having a good time, getting on the whole stroll and doing all this fun stuff. I don't mean a literal whole stroll, but you know what I'm saying. Mature people can hear this conversation and know what I'm talking about. Just being able to be free in your sexuality as far as who you want to sleep with. That's it. It's nothing to be tricky. I'm not trying to be extra. And if you know that's what you think you want to do, test drive. Whoo, because some people just ain't ready for it. And it ain't nothing wrong with that. It's just about you knowing who you are. Oh, I got to keep going. I'm talking too long. Yeah, some of you got to move differently. That's the other part. So be fair to yourself. This is one big point I want to say. Be fair to yourself. Remember, you got to love you first and then love everybody else. If a man is low-key running game, that's a whole nother situation. It's different when they running game on you and telling you they only want you. I ain't messing with nobody else, lying. And then it's different when they made it clear, or neither one of y'all have had the conversation and y'all just been smashing and moving on with life and maybe texting hee-haw pictures and, you know, whatever kind of pictures y'all be texting. I don't be texting them kind of pictures. But maybe he sends them to you. I don't know. But either way, if that has not happened, like a genuine conversation about what's going on, you should assume it's chill. Like we good. Like it's casual. Because the second that you find out he's smashing somebody else, girl, you cannot be reacting all crazy. You cannot go off. You cannot get mad. You cannot do none of that. And if you don't want him, if you don't want to be messing with somebody that could possibly be messing with somebody else after you did whatever you did that night, then you need to quit doing what you did that night. See, I don't know what it is that you got on your list of freakiness, but if you claim you don't want him messing with nobody else and he didn't tell you that he wasn't, honey, he probably is. Just telling you. I'm not trying to start nothing, I'm trying to finish it. Now, the fifth thing is there ain't got to be no lies. I'm going to end it with this, and this goes for the women and the wise men listening. When we're talking about the thought or not the thought, there should not be any lies involved whenever it's a happy-go-lucky, you do what you do, I do what I do situation. There shouldn't be no lies. And it's not easy for people to keep it real, but I'm going to tell you right now, the best situationships, that's what I call them, for real, the best ones are the ones where there's an understanding between two people. Think about these cheating married people. Think about these people who are married to somebody who got a whole nother cell phone, a whole nother family, the ones who done slept with their coworkers, the one who done slept with their best friends, the one who done slept with the spouse's friends and cousins and aunties and uncles, and they be sleeping around with people and be lying to their spouse. Think about how horrible that is. You are single. If you ain't married, you single. And if you ain't in an engagement relationship, you single. Then you pretty much single. Long-term relationships, you know, that's between you and your person. Y'all figure that out. But if you single, because you ain't got a ring on your finger, you single. And that means you don't have to lie. You ain't got to lie, Craig. You ain't got to lie. It's just not necessary. You are preventing something from happening that could be good. I mean, if y'all both told the truth, one day when both of y'all was ready to settle down, it just might work out. You know who I'm talking to. Okay, let me quit playing. But I'm telling the truth, because see, he don't be lying and I don't be lying, and I appreciate that. We have a very healthy situation. Okay, so you gotta have tough skin if you're gonna do this. That's the last thing I'm gonna say, ladies. Last thing, and wise men listening, if you plan on being a thought girl summer situation, have tough skin. Don't go out there trying to act like you got it and you don't. Next thing we're going into is, girl, talk about it. And for the girl talk about it segment, ooh, this is some good news. It just came in today. So I got this fresh off the press. But it looks like finally the Biden administration is making a deal, or I should say offered a deal, to trade the convicted Russian arms trafficker in exchange for Brittany Griner and Paul Whelan. Finally, they have been locked up in prison in Russia, and there's been a whole situation. Y'all should already know that. It's a big deal because Brittany unintentionally brought some weed over cannabis over to Russia, and she shouldn't have done that. Obviously, people know her because she's a WNBA player and she's huge, and everybody, well, it got more and more big, I should say, because everybody was like, wait a minute, she ain't coming back? Because Russia was like, listen, she had to go to court. And then Russia was like, well, we gonna give her, she could serve up to 10 years for doing this. So this is what I'm gonna end Girl Talk About a segment with. The good news is that hopefully in the morning when I get up next week, something, they saying that they will actually say that the trade was accepted and they get their little Russian arms person and we get our Americans back. But I just want to say this to every celebrity, to everybody that's about to be a celebrity, to everybody who travels throughout the country, around the world to different countries. Please quit taking marijuana, quit taking any drugs to another country. Just stop. I don't care what they say you can or cannot do. Just quit doing it. We got enough celebrities to get locked up every other place. Just quit doing it. Everybody don't smoke weed like us. I don't smoke weed, but y'all do. All right, last thing, support Black businesses, baby. And today, honey, we are supporting Shaw Clothing, which, as you can see, I'm wearing it right now. This is actually from my good friend, TZ. Hey, TZ. He gave me this for my birthday. He actually gave me a gang of stuff for my birthday, and I deeply appreciate it. Shout out to my birthday, which was 7/22. Obviously, that falls into the realm of Cancer. And he had these t-shirts that were so cute. He gave me a really cute Cancer 69. No pun intended for today's episode. Cancer 69 sweatshirt, which was red and black. So make sure you support Black businesses, starting with Shaw Clothing for my boy TZ. Thank you, TZ. Mwah, you know I love you. You know I love you. And not like that to his little girlfriends. We good. We good. Okay, I'm just playing. Let me quit messing around. But other than that, we want to get straight into the last thing that I like to do. For those of you who watch regularly, we love to end it with making sure that you follow and subscribe to Prayer on the Spot. Prayer on the Spot is my prayer ministry. As y'all can tell, I need prayer, but so do you. And the most important thing is we do get to pray together. And there are always scriptures to reference. The Word of God is very powerful. And this particular scripture is in connection to this because I know some of y'all need to hear this. Matthew 7:3. Why do you look at the speck of dust in your brother's eye and pay no kind of attention to the plank that's in your own eye? In other words, how you gonna look at the little thing I got wrong with me? Or maybe it's a big thing in your eyes, but then you miss everything that's wrong with you or that you can correct. So long story short, judge people the same way you want to be judged. That's why I say we all going through it. We all trying to figure life out. All of us. Some of us make bigger mistakes than others. I am very much a mistake maker, but I am a repentant person. I am a loving Lord person, and I am a giving and got a good heart. And at the end of the day, I love Jesus and Jesus loves me. I pray that you do the same thing, but I also pray that we work together. So as people, the women are figuring out what's happening in their lives. Y'all figuring it out. Y'all figuring out what's happening in your marriages, in your hearts. Then just remember to take that little plank out your eye first so you can see everything. And then you can start judging folks. Okay? was a little mean, but y'all understand what I'm saying, because people be doing that. They be doing that. But I judge y'all because y'all subscribe to Girl Talk with J. Marie throughout this episode, because y'all see I'm crazy. But I also love you. So thank you so much for subscribing, watching, sharing, comment. How do you survive hot girl summer, hot girl winter, spring, and fall? If you decided you want to be a part of the little host role, I'm just playing. Y'all ain't hoes. But I'm really curious what you do to keep your mind focused if you wanted to jump into something more casual as opposed to committed. And have you failed at it? You know, what did you do to bounce back? Did you act crazy? I hope you didn't act crazy. All right, y'all. Thank you so much. You guys have the opportunity to write your own happy ending. So get to writing. Don't give up. Hey, oh, let's do it. Hey, female hustler. Hey.